Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Hi viewers, Abdurrahim Khan from Free IT Education. This is a lecture about Python programming. We will continue our lecture about the list. We have covered part of the lecture about the list, so we will cover more stuff regarding list in Python. So without any further delay, so if you can open w3schools.com and we will do more things related to the list. Okay, so in this example, what we're going to do, so we got a list, which is a fruit list here. And what we're going to do, we're going to change a particular item within the list. So what we're seeing here, like on index 1, which is 0 and 1 banana, that has to be changed to which replace banana with black currant. So previously it was apple, banana and cherry. Now we're going to change it with black currant. We can change it to, let's say, pineapple. So let's say if I take this out and just run it, and you would see apple, banana and cherry. Okay, but if you want to change the second value, second item to pineapple, so you would see that the banana has been replaced with pineapple. Okay, so the next example we're going to do, so if we want to go through each item in the list, so we can make a use of the loop, which is the purpose of the loop is this will allow you to go through the whole item one by one. Instead of saying 1, 2 and 3, what we are saying that for this could be like an item which will be collected from list, this list here. We're saying that give me an item from that for loop, and then we printing it here. So first is picking it up, apple, banana and cherry. And if we do it, let's say pineapple, and then we put it a mango. So this for loop will print all the items. So if you add more items, this for loop will print all the items. So in this way you can print all the items within the list. So as you can see that it has printed all of them. Okay, so we will cover the loop later on in detail, but this is just to demonstrate how to retrieve all the item within the list. Okay, so in this example, what we are saying, previously we talked about in function. So, and here is an if logic. We're saying if apple is in this list, yes, in that list apple is there. Yes, apple is in the fruit list. But if we say that let's say pineapple, so that condition will not be true and nothing will be printed. So you would see a blank. So if you want to say else, say print pineapple not in the list, in the fruits list. So if we run that, so what should it do? So because this condition is false, so then it will jump into the else condition. It will say pineapple not in the fruit list. Okay. In this example, what we are interested in to see that how many items in that list. So we are using a function called length. This is len, and then we giving the name of the list. And if we add some more item, let's say mango and pineapple and let's say kiwi. So now we run that. So the length has been increased and it should give you 6. Now we have 6 items, and as you can see that it has given you now 6 items. Okay, the next one, we're going to say we want to add more items within the list. So we got, this is the list, and there is a function of the list, we call them append, and we have added an item orange into that. And if we said this list dot append mango, so it should add 2 items within that list, and it should print now 5 different items within that list, and it is adding at the very end. Okay, so it is append. Another way you can insert item within the list by the help of insert function, but this time you can put in an index value. So now it is putting in orange within index 1, which is between apple and banana, is putting in here. Let's say if we are interested in to say 2, which is 0, 1, 2, so then it should add the value there. Okay. So now you can see that it has added orange in the index between banana and cherry. Okay. If you are interested to remove an item from the list, so you can make a use of the function called remove, and you can tell which particular item you want to delete it. Let's say if this has deleted apple, but if we interested to remove cherry from it, so now it will remove that item from that list, and you should get apple and banana in the list. Okay. Okay. The next function we're going to use it to call a pop. Pop is basically like the same thing as remove, but it is removing it from the end if you do not define the index. But if you are interested to pop a value, you can say that pop 0, which means this one, I want to remove apple from it, and then it should only give you banana and cherry. And as you can see that. Okay. So pop is another function. You can use it instead of remove. There's another function called del, is a keyword, which you're saying that delete from this list and in index position 0, which is apple. So you can remove another one. If you write, let's say I want interested in to remove it banana, so I remove it this index position 1, so you should see apple and cherry from there. Okay. So del is another function. Another function we're going to use is called clear. Clear basically empty the list, and it removes all the value within that list. So you only write the name of the list and then followed by dot clear, and it will remove all the items within the list. Okay. So if you want to make a copy of the list, let's say this is the list of the fruit, and I want to make another list which is called my list. What we call it, my list is equal to this list dot copy, and it will make a copy of my list, and it will copy across all the element of this list into the my list. And as you can see that, and if we, let's say, add another one item into that, and then now we run it, so the my list should contain an additional element kiwi in that list as well, and as you can see that. Okay. So copy is a function to make a copy of the list. Another way to make a copy is by using this function called list, which is basically saying that make a copy of this list and save it into my list. And as you can see that if you type it, add another item into that and run it, and it should add another item into that list, and it will be copied across as well. So both way you can use it. Sometimes you're interested to join 2 lists together. So here is a list of A, B, C, and here is a list of 1, 2, 3. So you just use a plus sign and you're saying that list 1 to be joined with list 2. So then the list 2 value will be added, appended into 1, 2, and 3, and it will be saved into list 3. Okay. So let's see if I want to type in 4, and I want to add another element, as you can see that this element has been added up. Okay, so this is joining the list. Here is another very good example. So we have got list 1 and list 2. So with the help of the for loop, what we're saying for x in list 2, what does that mean? So it's saying that go through each item in the list 2, which is 1, 2, 3. So first time it will go into list 2, it will pick it up 1. And now it is saying pick it up list 1, which has got currently a, b, c, and now we're using a function which we have learned previously, dot append, and now we adding a value element from the list 2, x, which is first time it will be 1, second time it will be 2, and third time it will be 3. So we can previously use list 1 plus list 2. Now with the help of the loop we can add an element. If you, this is also very good thing, you can go through each item of the list and you can check the logic with the help of if, and then you make a decision which particular item you are interested in. We will learn that later on, but this is another way to add items into that list. Okay. So another way is to extend the list, is example of using a function called extend, so which is basically extending more element into the list 1. So we're saying list 1 extend list 2, which is adding into list 1. List 1 now got it not only a, b, c, it has got 1, 2, 3, 4 added, appended into that as well. Okay. If you want to create a list, previously we made a use of the bracket and then we put in all these values, but this is another way, is called list as a constructor, which is like a key constructor, and we can make a list putting into bracket and then additional bracket for this constructor. This is another way to create a list. And if you are interested in, let's say, my list equal to list, and then you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want to print my list, and it should print you a value of 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, that's missing one bracket here. Okay, and it should print you now two lists, apple, banana, and cherry, and 1, 2, 3, 4, as you can see that here. Okay. So we have covered list in this lecture, and we have talk about different function within the list. I hope you have followed this lecture, and please let me know how do you feel about this lecture. Give me your comment, and I will see you in the next lecture. Abdurrahim Khan from Free IT Education. Stay tuned.